government. The new Secretary of State for Education, Damien Hines, gave his first speech at the Education World Forum on Tuesday, and in that speech he stressed the importance of technology for reducing the workload of teachers. He said, I state, technology must have a role in our sector, as it does in other sectors, to be able to ease workload, which is a matter I know of great importance to teachers in this country, and quite rightly so. I share their drive to wish to work on that. So for the teacher viewpoint on the use of technology to reduce teacher workload, go and check out some of the TES comments, quite insightful. So artificial intelligence. So today sees the launch of the No Bullshit Guide to Artificial Intelligence in Education, which is a collaboration between CenturyTech and UCL. And I spoke to Priya Lakhani, CEO and founder of CenturyTech, yesterday to find out a little bit more about what the guide is. So essentially, it's a series of questions you should be asking any technology company that purports to use AI in its services or products. So go and check that out. We're yet to hear, the allocation of budget that's for AI and education from the government, what that will be used for. So keeping our ears to the ground on that, and nothing revealed this week yet. So GDPR and data, with all this use of AI and machine learning, unsurprisingly, a lot of that rests on the need for a certain depth of data to have any sort of sophistication in its services. So with all this data, obviously there comes more responsibility around how to handle that data, and obviously with the introduction of GDPR this year, schools and organisations on the industry side and other education institutions are all gearing around how to be compliant with the use of data. At Bett, there are speakers including Sebastian Talents, Head of Data Strategy at the DfE, Robert Parker, Communications Lead for the ICO, and Tony Shepherd from the GDPRIS, all talking about the school obligations around data and compliance. And I noticed that the DfE released their GDPR guidance for schools vid on YouTube 1 day ago, so go and check that out. So I noticed that the Office for Students Twitter account launched yesterday. Obviously, an institution that unfortunately has had its fair share of controversy around the beginnings of its public launch. But interestingly, the theme of higher education and how it continues to evolve with the need for a true lifelong learning approach is something that we're seeing here. There are companies like General Assembly at Bett, many online learning organisations coming from all around the world. And I spoke to the Deputy Vice Chancellor at Coventry University, responsible for student engagement, yesterday. And he was talking about how he is working with FutureLearn to make the on-campus and online experience sort of seamless. So whether you're a student that's kind of physically on campus, you can still access any kind of online material, and if you're an online student, you can engage in that sort of social aspect as well. So check out that podcast, and that's it from me today. I'll be back with more themes, including makerspace, international, and other bits. So enjoy today, and see you soon.